Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Neo4j series. In this video, we will be diving into the update operations in Neo4j. With the help of the Cypher queries, we will modify the nodes, change properties and update relationships, and we will see more. So by the end of the video, the main goal is that you will be confident working with the updates in the graph database. So let's get started. So as usual, in the first step, we are going to set up our graph. So we are going to use the same query which we have used in our previous videos for creating the nodes. Uh, and it's basically a kind of an employer database where we have the different roles and properties. So this is our query. So we are here creating four different nodes. Let me execute this. So we have created four different nodes with different properties and uh, and and different roles and with some different basic properties. So these will be the foundation graph for our update example. So let's see how does it looks. So we can see here. Let me run this match n and return n and then control enter. So you can see here the four nodes are being created. And if we click on any one of them, so we can see all the properties mentioned here. Now, the next step, what we are going to do here is we are going to update a property of a node. So what we are going to do here is, let's take an example of Saurav. So here we can see that Saurav has the following properties. It's born in 1987, name as Saurav, and nationality as Indian. So what we will do, we will try to change this to the nationality to Canadian. So how we are going to do that? We are going to run this particular query. So we are going to use the same match. Okay, and here it will be which node we are going to modify. So here we have the name of Saurav. This is the node, and then the data scientist. The we can say the property which we are going to change it. So what we are going to change? We are going to change the following property. We are going to change the nationality. So nationality will be now changed to Canadian, and we have seen it's already Indian. So let me run this particular query. So after running this, we can see that when we click on this node, so we have seen that the nationality has been changed to Canadian. So this way we can update a property of a node. So what we saw that this cipher query updated the nationality of Saurav from Indian to Canadian. So now what we are going to do that next is like we are going to add a new property to a node. So let's say uh, we have this node called as Neha. You can see here Neha. So here it has three properties: born, which is basically the date of birth, year of birth, sorry, name and nationality. So let's say here we are going to add the department. So what we can do the same. First in the match, we are going to provide the what we are going to change. We are going to focus on Neha, the name of the node, and what we are going to add. We are going to add the department, and what department it is? Human resource. So we are using the set. So what will happen? It is going to create a new um, property. So now when we click on this one, so you can see here, department has been added as a human resource. So this way we can add a new property in our database. So we can see here earlier in this, if I click on this one, no, yes, this one. So it has only born, name, and nationality. But here in this case, it has the human resource being which is being added. So this way we can add a new property to a particular node using the set. Now, in the next step, if you want to rename a property, so let's say we have a we have this Sean. So Sean has a um, let's say he has this born as the year born property. The property name is born. So let's say we can change it to experience. So what we can do here, we can just simply run this particular code using the same method, using the set keyword. First, we will define like, okay, we are going to change the Sean node, which has the following developer label, and then we have the this property is experience. So we are going to change this bond to experience. So now what will happen? We are removing the n bond and we are returning n. So first we will set it. We are setting it because we don't have any property of renaming in Neo4j. So what we can do, we can copy the old property to a new one. That's what we are doing here with the help of the set. We are copying the old property to a new one and remove the original one. So we are removing the original one, which is the bond. And this way, what will happen? This property name bond will be changed to experience. So let me execute this. Now what we can see, the bond has been replaced uh, to experience. So that's how we can rename a property. Now, next thing is we will see how we will first create a kind of a relationship between different nodes. So so this is the which we have created. Now let's see how does it looks now. Match n, return n, and enter. So now we can see there is a relationship between Saurav to Vishal. Saurav reports directly to Vishal. So we are trying to connect these two nodes, Saurav and Vishal. Okay. Now, now we will see. We have seen how we can update the nodes. Or we can update the properties in the nodes. So we have seen how we can rename the nodes. But now we are going to see how we can modify our relationship properties. So relationship can also have properties, and we are adding reports to here reports to as a relationship. So what we are going to do, we are going to update this relationship. So let's say um, um, if it should be if it's like a reports to, so I want to change it to manages. So what we are going to do, we are going to run this particular code. So here what I'm doing, as we have already seen, Neo4j doesn't have any kind of a rename functionality. So what we will do, we will copy the relationship. So let's say this is our earlier relationship reports to. So what we are doing, we are creating a new relationship which is managers, and we are directly putting into this particular b variable, and b variable basically here represents the represents the report to. So then we are copying it, this new relationship, we are copying it to the old relationship which is r, and then after that we are deleting the old relationship. So this is how uh, we are doing it. Here a represents the this particular node which is Saurav, and which has a label data scientist, and b represents the product owner which has the name Vishal. So this way we are going to do. So it's simple, same way how we renamed the properties of a node. Here also we can rename the relationship by first creating it, and then once we have created, then we can copy it using the set, and then we can delete the old relationship. So here R represents the old relationship, and new R, new rel is representing the new relationship, which is the managers. So when we run this particular code or Cypher query, so we can see here we have deleted one relationship and we have created one relationship. Now, if we want to see this, so then we can just type this match and then return and control enter. Sorry. Okay, there's a typo mistake. Control enter. So we can see here now the relationship type has changed to manages instead of reports to. So this way we can change it. Okay. So also what we can do, we can add multiple properties to a node at once. So we can do it by performing the several queries. So we can just set the level as a senior, okay, and department as product. So this way we are having the multiple properties to a node. So we can see here Vishal has multiple properties which we have added. We have level, and we have the department which is being added. So we can also, it's not like we can add only one property, we can add multiple properties at once. So but the thing is, like, we have to use the set n dot level, and then there should be a comma, and then n department dot product, and then if you want to add one more, then it should be a comma n dot let's say salary is equal to some values. So this way we can add multiple properties to a particular node. It's not like we can add only one property. We can add multiple properties. And next is like how we can remove a property from a node. So for removing a property from a node, we can perform the following. So this is the remove keyword. So let's say we want to target Neha, and we want to remove this n dot department. So what we can do, we can just do remove n dot department return n. So it is going to remove the property. So when you click on this one, so the department has been given. Okay. So what now the next step is conditional update. So what we can do, we can also update something with a particular condition. So let's say um, we have a uh, let's say we have one of the nodes called as Sean. So we can say that he can his nationality is Swedish. So if his nationality is Swedish, so then we can change the experience to something else. Or if his nationality is Sweden, then we can change it his nationality to Finnish. So all that kind of things we can apply it. So let's do one thing. So here. Uh, let's target Sean. So let's say we have n dot nationality is equal to Swedish. So what we can do, n dot we can change this to let's see. Sean has the name Sean, experience 1979, nationality is Swedish. Okay. So what we can do instead of changing the nationality, we can change the experience. So we can just say n dot experience should be, if the nationality is Swedish, so then the experience should be 119 instead of 1979. Change it to 1984. Now let's run this particular. Yeah, so we can see here now the experience has been changed to 994. So this way we can also change the property value based upon a certain condition. So yeah, where we are using the where clause. Important is to where clause where it contains the condition. So everything is like just like a normal SQL queries. It's just like you have to understand that here we have three things. We have a node which has a label and it has a property. We can change the node also. And we can change its property also, as well as we can change the relationship which is basically the connection between two or more nodes together. So we can modify those also. Now, other thing is like we can also change the multiple nodes dynamically. So let's say, but with the help of that, we have to use the keyword called as unwind. So what we are doing here is these are the person names, and we want to change the status. Uh, we want to change the status. We want to add a particular kind of person name as this one as an active. Okay. So what we are doing here is, let me run this particular example, and then we can see. Let me run this. So what we have done here is if we click on this one, so we have with the help of this, okay, we have iterated through each of the nodes, which is Saurabh, Vishal, and Neha, and we have added a status, okay, and we have provided it as a active, okay, where the name of the which is the person name. So person name is coming from this part. Okay, so if you click on this Neha, okay, so I have clicked on Neha, so you can see here status is active. Then we can click on Saurav, so you can see status is active. If we can click on Vishal, so status is active. But if you click on Sean, so there is nothing, because we have not added this in our this one. So this way we can also dynamically we can add the things. Okay, so yeah, so this is how this is all about the update functionality in the Neo4j. So here what we have done is like basically we have learned how to update nodes and relationship properties, add and remove fields dynamically, use conditions and loops for smarter updates. So we know we in a simple nutshell, we know how to update our nodes and their properties, as well as their relationships accordingly. So if you found this video useful, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And please drop your questions or Cypher challenges in the comment section. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.